might also just want to look around to see that these people, this will be the group that will participate, and just to see, does this seem right to you? Are you okay with that? Just kind of familiarize yourself a little. See if this is an okay place to do this.
Yes, it's an okay place. Very okay. I felt safe
as
already.
You can see with Fatah, going slow, placing individual consciously is really useful, helpful, important.
So keep breathing. And how is it to just see this? Just see what you've set up. Two people looking away and one looking kind of in between.
Yeah, we're not connected.
Yeah, right.
We're not connected at all.
Yeah. Okay, so just let yourself see that and breathe with it. It's part of reality right now. And we'll see what happens with that. Okay, so I'm going to rattle and just follow any movements from within that want to occur.
So the representatives, just take the rattle as permission to move in any way that you're moved, and make your movement conscious. And if you have words or anything, put them into movement, translate them into movement. What's happening for the grandfather? What's with the hand?
I'm not really sure. It's almost like I feel paralyzed on my left-hand side, but not completely. But the right-hand side, I'm not sure.
Does it want to do something or be something? Or
It's almost like it's, like Parkinson's or something. It's like it's just shaking. It's an uncontrollable shake.
Uncontrolled.
Yeah.
How are you doing? How are you doing otherwise?
I feel pretty good, actually. Yeah.
How about the dad?
Indifferent. Don't really care. Just don't want to stay still, but I don't really want to move either. Like I'm content where I'm at.
And when you look a little over your shoulder and see these two other people, anything about that?
I know who they are, but it doesn't really matter.
And you, the son?
I feel the lower part of the arms like paralyzed. I feel them numbed. Numbed.
Like your
so I keep breathing because that's what I'm used to doing, is just kind of always being, I just feel like I'm always in control. And so I keep breathing because I don't want to lose control.
What might happen?
I don't know. And that's what I don't like, is I always know. And for once I don't know.
Looking. So just tell your son, I always have to be in control.
I always have to be in control.
When my father died when I was 5, I couldn't be in control of that.
When my father died when I was 5, I couldn't be in control of that.
So that's why I have to control you.
So that's why I have to control you.
Okay, so just keep breathing and just keep watching and see what happens. So, and notice when you say that, the great-grandfather stands behind the grandfather. And the grandfather can look now. How are you doing over here?
I'm fine. Okay.
So how is it to see this so far?
This is interesting over here because it's so unknown to me. Yeah. because I really sensed that my dad was quarantined with his father and his younger sister for weeks, and they died, and he stayed in the room, quarantined. So
How old was she?
I think she was about 3. Yeah.
Okay, and was your father was 5, right? And she was 3? Yeah. I think we should bring her in. No? Okay. All right, just follow your movements.
As you see, remember, we were talking about just telling the facts. So just people knowing what was real seems to help, as you can see from these movements.
So just say to your son, when you were 5,
When you were 5,
and your sister was 3,
and your sister was 3,
both of you and I got typhoid.
both of you and I got typhoid,
We were separated from the world and quarantined.
and we were separated from the world and quarantined.
Sad to say, but I died and so did your little sister.
Sad to say, but I died, and so did your little sister.
You were left alone at 5 years old,
You were left alone at 5 years old,
quarantined
quarantined,
with only bread and water,
with only bread and water,
and I missed you at our funeral.
and I missed you at our funeral.
What happens to the father when you hear that?
I actually feel like I could cry about it. Like I've never been able to express what that was like. I was never ever to tell you what that was like. Or anybody.
Look at your father, your son's grandfather, and just say, I missed you when you left.
I missed you when you left. I felt so alone. So little and so alone.
And look at him. Look what happens to him when he hears you say that. How touched he gets. Yeah. Come over a little bit this way. No, it's hard. Yeah, good. Watch what happens to your father's nervous system. Do you see it starting to drop? Okay? Now the sympathetic branch of the nervous system can kick in. And he begins to digest that trauma. Yeah, breathe that into every single cell in your body.
This is the support you were so longing for,
Yeah.
and you so missed in your life.
Also see how your father looks at you. Yeah. Maybe your great-grandfather will come with you. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Good. A little more. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good. A little more. Yeah. Yeah. Your father can't take his eyes off of you. Yeah. When your grandfather is there for him, your father can finally see you.
So it's so important to know that it was not a problem
I have
with
a pain
you.
in my arms. and I'm not so interested in you.
How about the dad?
I understand. Like, it hurts, but there's like an understanding.
We understand each other.
We understand each other.
You're my son.
You're my son.
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
Tell him I hurt you.
I hurt you. And I beat you. I beat you a lot. I beat you badly. I'm sorry for that. I didn't know what else to do with my rage. I'm sorry I hurt you.
What happens to the sun?
Nothing. My arms hurt.
Just say, it's too late, Dad. I'm numb now.
It's too late. I'm numbed now.
Tell him I had to numb myself to not feel all the pain.
I had to numb myself, feel the pain.
For a moment, just turn and look at yourself. So there's a part of you that's very numb and in pain, and then there is a part of you that's very feelingful. Just see each other. Full of feelings, full of numbness.
And breathe. Take some deep breaths where my hand is. Yeah, good. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, keep looking at each other.
And then alternate looking at your dad for a moment, the both of you, and then look at each other again. Also look at the grandfather. Look at that great kindness in him. And then look at each other.
This is you when you grew older. You grew into a man with a very gentle heart and a lot of love in his heart. And you still exist inside his soul. Numb. Wanting, in pain, wanting this love but having difficulty taking it in. Yeah. Go to him. And look, just keep looking before you come too close. Look how it's the first time he softens and opens. It's really you he needs. Yeah. Yeah.
Also with your eyes, just let him see that you know this pained, numb you inside of you.
Breathe in each other and just follow any movement now that wants to happen, and do it very, very slowly and in contact with each other.
Don't forget to occasionally look at where you come from. Father, grandfather, great-grandfather. This is how life came to you as a man in this lineage. Breathing is always such a good idea.
Good. Just say to this one, to the young one in you, I'm here for you.
I'm here for you. With a gentle open heart.
And even though you don't know it yet, this is what you will become, what you're looking at.
Yeah. Even though you don't know it, this is what you'll become. That's what you're looking at. Yeah. I belong.
We belong to them.
We belong to them.
Now also look at him with love for who he is, not to change him. Tell him thank you for holding the pain and the numbness as long as we needed it.
Thank you for holding that pain and that numbness for so long.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
Thank you for your sacrifice. Yeah. Thank you for those sacrifices. I'm who I am. Yeah, thank you.
How's the young one doing?
I still have the pain in the lower arms. It's an impossibility to hug someone.
Yeah.
But what is it like to see that eventually at some point you will be able to, when you're gray and you've lost a lot of your hair, then you'll be able to do it.
Well, I'm happy for that.
Sounds like a good future.
Yeah.
Just say to your older self, please.
Please. Please hold me.
Keep breathing, both of you. Keep breathing and feel your legs and feet. Yeah, good. Feel your legs and feet. Feel your father behind you, and your grandfather behind that, and your great-grandfather even further behind you. And breathe in the strength from their soul. Good. Just keep breathing it all in, Fatah. Yeah. Yeah.
So see, this is a kind of a love story.
So now feel, good. Feel your younger part at your side. Something's shifting in the hands there. The lower arm, the interrupted reaching out movement. Breathe in your father behind you, the part of his soul that's ready to open to you, to love you. Your grandfather behind him, breathing that in. And your great-grandfather behind you. And look at over there. That's life. That's what's ahead for you. Life, maybe beautiful women, intimacy. Yeah. With this behind you, it's more possible for connection with other men, women. Can you breathe that all in behind you? Good, good. So breathing that in, feeling your legs and feet, and looking at life ahead. This is behind. Good. So take one last look now. Look at your younger part. Look how he looks at you now. Yeah. Look over your shoulder at your father. At your grandfather. And that's your great-grandfather. And then back to the future. Life, what's ahead of you. Maybe a beautiful woman in the picture. Some special intimacy up ahead. Yeah. Sure. So you just look and say,
Well,
I'm getting ready for you.
Yeah, I'm getting ready for you.
you better get ready for me.
I'm open to receive love. Yeah,
Just say, I'm coming.
I'm coming. Yeah.
Can we leave it here now?